Well, according to the Identity Theft Resource Center, we are on a record pace for data breaches this year in the U.S. after more than 1,800 were reported in each of the last 2 years.
So there is a good chance you might be getting a data breach notification letter in the mail, but how do you know if it's legit, Patrick?
Well, the first thing that you need to do is to try to get those answers directly from the company or organization where you believe your data was breached to confirm this letter or notification is real. But one of our viewers tried to get that and they couldn't get solid answers, so she reached out to our newsroom for help. In this case, the letter she got in the mail says her family was a part of a large nationwide medical record data breach.
At first, I thought it was like another scam or something. I was like, why was my stuff breached? And not to mention an 8-year-old and a 5-year-old at the same time.
Jody says this letter she got in the mail from a company called Reventix was a cause for concern. When her local medical offices couldn't provide her with answers, she called the number in the letter, which left her even more on edge.
They gave me this story about how, all of our stuff was out there on the dark web, and, we needed to give them all of our information, make profiles, and they would protect our information for a year.
Unsure of what to do next, Jody reached out to News 5 about the situation that seemed suspicious. But after looking into it with the experts at the Better Business Bureau, it appears this Reventix letter and data breach are real, impacting at least 250,000 people nationwide.
The scary part, like I said, is to try to find out what I can do, who to call, who to trust.
Ada Rodriguez at the Better Business Bureau of Southern Colorado says Jody did the right thing working to verify the legitimacy of the data breach letter, because large breaches like this are also a breeding ground for fraudsters.
Because the scammers have found out about this large data breach, they then take advantage of it. They send mailers out to thousands of consumers that may not have even used this company, claiming that your information has been compromised, providing a phone number or a link or a website, something. They want you to go there and essentially give your personal information.
So if you get a data breach letter in the mail and you aren't able to verify you were actually the victim of a breach or where it happened, consumer protection experts say it might be best to take extra steps to monitor your data and credit on your own, using tools provided by the FTC and the Attorney General's office at stopfraudcolorado.gov.
Unfortunately, kind of assume the worst so that you are protecting yourself as quickly as possible. So you don't need to use a credit monitoring that they offer in the letter. You can monitor your credit yourself.
During this process, I learned, according to Critical Insight, a cybersecurity company, last year alone, nearly 50 million Americans were impacted by a medical record data breach of some kind. Jody says knowing the size of this problem only makes it more frustrating.
We're all going through the same thing, but it doesn't make it feel any better that all of us have been breached and our lives have been put out there and we don't know what's actually happening with it.
And this morning, we want to thank Jody for her courage in coming forward to share her experience. We do believe hearing from her will help others to navigate this safely in the future.
Now, Patrick, if we are concerned, though, about being targeted by identity theft, is there a step that we could take right now?
Yeah, what I would say is go ahead and freeze your credit. You can unlock it with a PIN number and access it when you need it. But in the meantime, if someone does try to do something big financially in your name, they'll be locked out. And I've actually posted step-by-step resources to help you do just that on our website right now.
All right. Thank you, Patrick.